Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. I am so excited for you to be here and to have my incredible guest, Andrea, with me on the show today. So I want to introduce you guys to Andrea. I just love everything she's doing. I met her last year, and she's amazing. So if you haven't been to this live show, I interview incredible leaders who are trailblazing and pioneering for a better tomorrow in our homes, community, and globally. This live stream is part of the Two Mamas to Love platform and focuses on different topics that I discuss in my upcoming book. And my amazing guest today is Andrea Zsapka. Andrea is known as the Dancing Economist, who integrates strategic precision with authentic movement to transform how professionals lead, connect, and perform. Andrea's journey began in Hungary, where she earned her economics degree with a focus on bank management and stock exchange. For over a decade, she built her corporate career as a strategic professional, managing complex events and experiences across European and Asian markets. Her background in economics gave her a disciplined approach to measuring impact, optimizing resources, and creating strategic experiences with clear business outcomes. Parallel to her corporate career, Andrea maintained a lifelong passion for dance and movement. With over 35 years of professional dance experience across 40 plus international dance styles, this journey gave Andrea a deep understanding of embodied intelligence, authentic presence, and connection. Through dance, Andrea developed expertise in how physical presence, movement patterns, and nonverbal communication create powerful connections and transform how we show up in the world. So thank you so much for being with us today on the show, Andrea. It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much, Valerie. And it's also a pleasure to share this conversation with you and with your audience. And I'm looking forward to it. I have been knowing you through Ambreen. Maybe your audience knows Ambreen Nadim, another friend that has been connecting us. And we have been doing the Meant to Be Well Summit together last year, our first common venture, and who knows what's to come. So I'm really happy to be on this show and looking forward. And hi, Jackie and Andrew, everyone who already have been joining.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, the Meant to Be Well Summit was so amazing. I just loved it. You and Breen and I did that together back in October. And I just really thought it was incredible that we could bring the world together to talk for almost it was 36 plus hours continuously about mental health topics. And that just shows how powerful this topic is, and the fact that we all want to talk about it. We all want to promote kindness, promote just knowing that we're more alike than different, which I think is so amazing.
Yeah, I think together we are always better, and we need to reconnect with each other in general. People are a little bit more distanced for obvious reasons. Whatever is happening in the world, it's kind of like a change from industrial age into digital age. People don't know what to do. Everyone is confused. Societal norms are changing. Education should change. Systems should change. So it's so much changing components, which makes people a little bit more frustrated, a little bit more feeling alone. So I think that's exactly the perfect time to bring people together and share what we know.
Absolutely. I so agree. Well, Andrea, please tell us about yourself and your mission. You're doing such incredible work on so many different areas, and I'd love for you to share with our audience more about it all.
Yeah, because I'm hyper most of the time, I tell people to get to know me, you need to see 3 different columns. And my 3 columns are, of course, profession, passion, and compassion. And these are very much interchanged. So basically, my passion is fueling my profession, and my profession and my passion is fueling my compassion. So it's kind of like a very nice system that I worked out for myself, for a hyperactive empath. For me, that works very well.
I love that.
On my profession side, because and the people who know you might know that I have been doing global summits for 5 years now, with around 600 volunteering speakers in the last 5 years, which basically made me an even expert, because I was sitting in front of StreamYard or any other streaming outlets, or I was doing hybrid events, I was doing networking events. So I became an event specialist, and I focus on the creativity and connecting people, and also making sure that you have the right audience in front of you, so that it's not a waste of time. It's an investment into the audience, into your community. And then, of course, my passion is dancing. So whenever I make an event, I like to put movement in it. I'm sure you are playing music, you like to do the same, building metaphors with things that people understand easily, like movement and dancing, helped a lot. And I realized that when I say, okay, now you are balanced, and I show them physically how it works when you are standing in a balanced way, and then I try to get them out of the balance. And then I say, oh, it's like life, right? So then they are immediately knowing, yes, I understand. That's why we have to have a strong core. And when you mean strong core, it means that we have to know ourselves. We have to have these things in order to grow. So it's kind of that's why I say it's interchanged between the profession and the passion. And then comes the compassion. So giving back through all these, leading the Impact Hub for 5 years already, coming to 6. And now this year we are releasing a book. So it's really exciting. Everything is exciting, but let's go step by step.
Amazing. Oh, I love it. I just love all those connections that you just made to dance and to movement, that flexibility. And I think that's so key in life. I think I've seen studies and evidence that talks about how dance actually helps with neuroscience. Like, it helps with brain pathways. And it makes so much sense, because this rigidity that we may tend to have isn't flexible sometimes. And sometimes we do need to see things from different perspectives, from different paradigms. And it's like a game, or not a game of dance. What would that be? A dance floor? Or
Yes, it is. Life is a dance, we used to say.
I love it. And so, Andrea, tell us more about your community. I have on the banner below Global Empowerment Hub, and I just think it's so fascinating. I learned so much from you just with the Meant to Be Well Summit, and how you created this amazing community. And now you guys are launching this book this year. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, it started because of this empowerment story of my own. Like everything else, we say we help people who we have been a few years back. So basically, that's how the Global Empowerment Hub was born. I moved away from Europe. I moved to Asia. I didn't know anyone. I felt I cannot do what I would like to do, because it's a totally different environment. So I needed something that will help me out. And for me as an empath, helping others is the tool that helps me to find my balance back. So it was basically what I did in 2019 first, with women workshops called What Women Want workshops. And then later on, it became the Global Empowerment Hub and Summits. And it was first for women. And then in the first 3 years straight away, we were saying, okay, it's not just for women, it's for everyone. And we welcome everyone in the conversation. So it becomes almost 50-50, the men and the women ratios. So it became very nice. And throughout the years, they say, the people who are members, they say it's like a family. So we kind of help each other, support each other, showing up for each other in different ways, teaching each other. Even if we have someone who has difficulties, then we try to help and uplift them in that moment. So it's a supportive family-like global community. Sometimes we meet in person, sometimes we meet online. And throughout the years, what I realized, it was the stories that was making this community really diverse and so true. I still remember the first summit in 2020 when an African lady came on board, and she is this real African storyteller, when they do under the tree and they are telling the stories. And that was something that really inspired me, that how awesome it would be if everyone from this community could share their own stories, like before everything changed, like we were in the caves and sitting around the fire worrying about the next day, whether we will be eaten or we will have something to eat. And we were just around the fire sharing stories, or later it became around work. For example, in Europe, when people were like doing manual work, the women and the men and the kids were in one place and sharing stories while they were working. And this was the idea, to create the 365 empowering stories. And that's what we are launching actually today. It's very interesting, 50 stories on the 5th of 2025. It's like really interesting.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Well, I am so honored that I'm able to speak with you on launch day. Then that's so exciting, Andrea.
Yes, it's super exciting. But also, I have to congratulate you too, because I don't want to take over the light. Like, you just launched your own book. So I'm like so impressed what you do and everything what you do next to being a mom. I think that's so impressive also.
Oh, thank you so much. We're just like, I feel like lifting each other up together with what we're all doing. I think that's so amazing. And I just like am blown away by all your numbers there. The 5th, 2020.
It's very, very funny. I just read it today and I was like, oh my God, that's 50, 5 by 5 and 2025. I'm like, that's a magic number. So this book should be something that meant to be launched today.
That's when it's meant to be, right? When it all just aligns like that, when things fall into place. And that kind of brings me back to like how you're saying with dance. I wish I could dance. Apparently I like to dance, but apparently it's not that great of dance, so I need to work on that with me. But I play music, so I know about like the stage and all of that, and how I just know just hours and hours in the practice room every day, practicing, going on stage and all that it's the simplicity almost that's the hardest. It's practicing how to bow in a natural way. Like I remember having to practice how to bow because I did it so rigidly and just and I just needed to kind of lean into it or relax myself or to do that and allow the audience to kind of be one with the audience and not have a wall. And that is so hard to do. But when you lean into that, when you lean into just the natural process, that flexibility, I think that's where the magic really happens. And in life, when you just lean into, what you're meant to be doing, what the universe is calling you to do, I think is it really is. There's so many parallels to it all.
Yeah, I think it's, if I have to say one example that I try when I teach dance or I help people to personally develop through movement, it's exactly like walking. Because when you are a kid and you just start to learn to walk, it's very hard. It's really hard. You just crawl and you become so fast. I just have seen some kids from some friends like crawling very fast but not able to walk. But they are mastering crawling first, and they are happy with mastering the crawling, and then they master walking, and then they become happy, and then they forget about it because they take it granted. But when you have someone in front of you and you tell them, oh, it's just like walking, then that helps them to, okay, I just walk. So I don't start with the figures. I don't start with how to build a business empire and what you see online, build this funnel and all these things, because that will not help the person. You first need to start with the first thing. Like, why do you do that? What will be your engine? Why will you wake up every day and you will want to do that? So you have to just walk first, just try it out. And maybe you fall, maybe you walk further, but after a while it will be like you don't even have to check because you will just walk. So I think it's very simple, as you said.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. What's the saying that like everything that is easy was once hard, you know? And it's just like kind of keeping that in mind. I love that analogy because it really is so true. And Andrea, I would love to go back to, I just love what you're saying about like around the campfire, the stories. I think that's so spot on with just what humans need in society right now. I feel like we've kind of lost that a bit where it's just such a, we're so connected, but yet not. And I love how you are bringing people together, like around almost this virtual campfire through stories. And I would love for you to tell us more. Like, tell us more about like. So there's how many stories in this upcoming book that you have, and like what type of topics is it? How can we get involved and learn more about it? Please share with us more because I think that's just so fascinating.
Yeah, so the idea is really bringing back those old times because many people in your podcast and your topics is from mom to love. So it's basically kids and parents. They are getting so far from each other. I heard that I talk to kids and they say I cannot talk to my mom, and I talk to parents and they say I cannot talk to my kid, and then they are both on the phones, and instead of interacting, instead of playing, you are just sitting on the sofa and you are just on your phone and you are talking to someone else while at the same time you are in the room with your family. So it's very interesting, the mechanism that is changing, the digital, as you said, the digital shift, which we cannot take away. It will be here. So my idea is that anyone can share their story, and through sharing their story, it will become like in the old times when my grandma has been sharing some stories, or my father was sharing what he learned from his father. And this is what is missing today because it stopped. People don't ask questions, or if they ask questions, they ask online, either ChatGPT or Google or whichever platform they want. So in these stories, the concept is that anyone can share a story. Anyone from the audience today can go to this website, the Global Empowerment Hub, and you can share your own story. And we are collecting 365 stories per year, so that everyone, when the book comes out, can take the book, and every day when you feel disempowered, you feel uninspired, you just pick the book and you take it out. It came from when I was a kid, I had a book and it had like 365 stories about animals and stories about animals. And it was very short stories, like in a big format book. But I was like, every day I was checking another one and I was like, okay, I read this, let's go to another one. And I want this feeling to people that maybe one story will help you, will trigger you, will inspire you to do something differently, or just to, I don't know, connect with someone else and inspire you to share your story with your kids, or continue this tradition of keeping what's good, because we don't have to forget everything what was in the past. We can keep what's good and we can add the new that is coming, right?
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's so amazing. And I think that is so powerful. And storytelling can like like with memories. And I'm just thinking of like with photo albums, I talk about a little bit in my book of like how I feel like you can like open up this story that's
Yeah.
engaging just through that alone. And like kids are just so I think it's Ken Barish, he talks about in his book about how kids being captive audiences when you talk about, you share a story of your childhood. Like there's nothing more like fascinating with that. And then when you have that 365, like you have, maybe this story will speak with you now, but in 6 months, maybe this other story. That is just so cool. I love that, Andrea. And Andrea, I feel like I can talk with you all day, and we need to talk more because this is so fascinating. But I want to make sure I give you the opportunity to share with our listeners, who's ever listening to this live stream or to the replay, where they can find you, where they can learn more, where they can connect with you, and please share with us all that information.
Yeah, please you will find me on LinkedIn, as both of us are very active there. I think everyone can find me there through my name, Andrea Zsapka, or just search for the Dancing Economist online. You will find me. But anyway, the main thing is that don't be afraid to reach out. I'm really open to any type of collaborations. If you have a story, please share. If you know someone who has a story, then please share. If you need some inspiration to your next event, then feel free to reach out. I'm happy to support you. I did it before. People reached out to me on LinkedIn, and I was like, yeah, happy to help. And yeah, basically that's all. If you want to move, if you want to move forward and upward, then I think we are a good connection to each other, because that's my goal, to help people to move forward and upward. That's what I love to do. So if you are someone who would like to do that, then please DM me on LinkedIn, and let's connect.
Oh, I love it. You're like a dance partner, Andrea.
Something like that, dance partner.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so amazing. And I mean, like, I have to say, like, just a huge shout out to you with this here. Like, I learned about StreamYard through you, Andrea. Like, this whole platform that I've been doing is all because what you showed us and you showed me how to do. So, I mean, you're just incredible. I love collaborating with you, and I love dancing with you in life and being this dance partner. So I just love all the connections that we've met. And thank you everyone who has joined, Andrew, Jackie, and oh my gosh, thank you so much everyone. I really appreciate it. Good morning and good evening, which is so amazing that we all can connect together around the world. I love it. Andrea, is there anything you'd like to leave with us before we go today?
I think just today, if you just woke up, or if you are going to sleep, or wherever you are around the world, just take a little happy dance. That's what I would like to tell you. Put on your favorite music, forget about what's bothering you, and just let your body lead you the way. And after that, everything will feel a little bit better, and your business and your life. Just dance it out, guys, and reach out to Valerie. She's amazing. Please share about her and follow her. And thank you so much, Imran, Yuva, Jackie, Andrew. So nice to see you here, guys.
Thank you so much, you guys. Yura, Emran, Andrew, Jackie. Thanks so much. And anyone who listens to the replay later. Appreciate you all. Thank you, Andrea. I'm going to do my happy dance now, and I wish you luck today. So exciting. Thank you so much for everything, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah, see you at the lounge. Bye.
Bye.